Unfortunately, Arilyn's presenter tonight, Lisa Kopel, who is the Director of Volunteer Services at Newport Hospital, is not able to make it. I'm just going to read a few excerpts from her letter of nomination. And I apologize, it's very small writing. I am writing to nominate Arilyn Mitchell to be recognized as the Outstanding Youth Volunteer. Arilyn is 16 years old with a unique gift that she shares with our community. Arilyn is a concert harp player. Since 2015, Arilyn has provided over 260 hours of volunteer time to Newport Hospital. Arilyn is proficient in all types of music, from Bach to Led Zeppelin. There are many patients that look forward to her soothing presence that have special requests, and she happily plays them. She's a regular presence at the Lifespan Cancer Institute, providing music to patients while they undergo infusion therapy treatments. She plays in the Vanderbilt Rehabilitation Inpatient Unit, bringing a great diversion to patients recovering from stroke, traumatic brain injury, and orthopedic surgeries. Her last stop of the day is Hill Courtyard to play for patients and visitors that are in our outpatient services. Arilyn also took the time to organize a service project for her homeschool student coalition. She coordinated the planting of 500 daffodil bulbs on the hospital grounds. This spring, we look forward, and I'm sure we are seeing them now, a very special area blooming with yellow flowers because of Arilyn's efforts and giving ways. Arilyn Mitchell is very deserving of this honor, and I welcome you to the stage, Arilyn.
Accepting the award of Newport Daily News Outstanding Youth Volunteer. I have been volunteering in hospitals for over 6 years now. And I first started volunteering when I was 11, and it was actually my sister Emma, who's a surgeon, now in Texas, but she's going to be moving to Colorado soon. But where she was pursuing her surgical residency, there was a harpist who played in the NICU. And she said, Arilyn, I think maybe you should go do this. And as I said, I was 11 at the time, and when I approached the volunteer coordinator, she said I was too young. But I was very persistent. I badgered my mom about it quite a bit, and she would call and call, and she would continue to say, she should be at least 13, I think. And then one day, well, my mom had an appointment at the hospital, and well, the harp just so happened to be in the car, and, I don't leave it in the car if it's cold outside, which of course it happened to be that day. And I also just happened to have a stand, and a stool, and a bag of music. And so I went, and that was the first time I volunteered at the hospital. And I started then, I played at the hospital, the Naval Hospital in Bremerton. I worked at nursing homes, dementia and Alzheimer's care facilities. I've played in hospitals all over the country, in Washington, Illinois, and I played here at Newport Hospital. And, I sat here as I was thinking about what I was going to say. I've been thinking about it for a while. And just this morning, actually, I went and I played at Shriners Children's Hospital in Boston. And I think for about the first 10 minutes, because my harp it's a bit intimidating, it's over 6 feet tall. I think initially the kids were a bit, like I said, intimidated by it, but a bit in, a couple of them walked up and they said, hey, can I try it? And then by the end of, I played there for about an hour, I had had so many children come up, and they were so excited, because they had never seen a harp before. And getting to share my music, particularly in settings such as that, and in places like Newport Hospital, is just, it's magical. And I like to know that I have maybe brought a bit of peace to someone's perhaps stressful day, maybe a dark time, and it's very rewarding actually. One of the people that's come with me today, Maria Cardi, she gets infusions with cancer centers. And every time I'm up there, I always play her favorite song, Someone to Watch Over Me. And I have those little moments that I remember. And it's people like Maria, and there are several other people, but it's very special for me to go and forge these relationships with people and to be able to share my passion. I'll be going into music as a career, but being able to share my passion is just, it's a wonderful feeling, and seeing people's smiles as they walk across the courtyard or if they're in the waiting room at the cancer center, because I know it's very quiet. And when I first started to play, I think Lisa had mentioned that I play Led Zeppelin. Trust me, I will tell you, I will be sitting there and I will be playing the most beautiful romantic French piece of music, romantic era from the 1800s. And somebody will come up to me and say, "Can you play Stairway to Heaven?" And I can. And where I play in the atrium, several floors are open, and the surgeons and the surgical techs will line top. And I know they've had long days. And I don't only play for the patients and their families, but I play for the doctors and the nurses who are all on call. And I know they've probably had very long times that they've been on call because, as I said, my sister's a surgeon. And it's long days, tiring for anyone, are stressful.